coffee for our trip to Denver. Okay, let's get out of here. The person behind me is getting impatient. He might have had to wait 2 minutes after he got done fueling for me to move. He's looks like a diesel pickup with an RV. Wow, lots of gesturing going on there. Ha! That's fun! How fun is that? See this live chat. Okay. So, oh, bumpy! I don't know what this guy's doing. He's oh, yeah. See? Go park. Don't be lazy. Either pull forward to the line ahead of the fuel island, which is meant for you to park out, to run inside real quick, get what you got to get, but don't park here. We get pretty congested trying to come out of this Laramie pilot. That's just, I would never do that. Unless it was an emergency or something. Maybe I popped an airline or something and I can't move. That has happened. And that's embarrassing when you're pulling up and swinging wide and getting lined up to pull up into the fuel stop and pop. Good morning, Yard Moods. Oh my goodness, that happened to me at the Central Point pilot in Southern Oregon. Oh my goodness. And what did pilot do? They came out and they wrapped my truck. Good morning, Kim. Oh yeah, ice and snow. So they came out and wrapped my truck in yellow tape. And all the jokes on the CB, I'm like, yes, I look like a crime scene. Just ridiculous. Come on, dude, do what you're gonna do. There are a lot of jerk drivers in Laramie, Wyoming. It really surprises me. Yep, I look like a crime scene. What's FedEx doing? I think, yeah, it looks like FedEx is just taking a break on the on-ramp. That's cool. That's what we do. It's illegal in Wyoming, but do what you gotta do, dude. You know what? And I'm still a rookie. I'm still, not considered a veteran driver. I mean, not even 4 years yet. I don't blame that FedEx, because pulling 2 trailers into a truck stop, you never know if you're going to find a good spot to park it to do what you need to do. We'll see. Hopefully he does not have his flashers on, so I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully he's not going to just move right in front of me. Okay, looks good. Okay, do what you got to do, Bubba. He's probably peeing in a bottle. Yep. He was doing it in the passenger seat. He scooted over, I could tell he was peeing in a bottle. Which, you know what? More power to him. Just don't throw that bottle on the side of the freeway. Don't do it. That's my only thing. Just don't throw it. That's why it's illegal for us to park on the on-ramps. I could never do. It's too hard. But you know what? Driving this automatic is like driving my pickup. I mean, these automatics, this is nothing compared to the trucks I learned on. Oh, you lived outside of Denver? I used to live first we bought a place, little 5-acre place there in Elizabeth. My mom and my stepdad lived in Castle Rock, and then we moved out to a 35-acre place outside of Peyton, which is west of Colorado Springs on Highway 24. Yeah, I do love my truck. Her name is Rhoda. Yeah, you went east of Colorado Springs on Highway 24, went to the little town of Peyton, where there was a grocery store, a liquor store, and a post office, and you went north on Peyton Highway, and I lived up, you went to where Peyton Highway, the pavement ended, and there was a road called Bird's Eye View that I lived on for several years. I trained horses out there. Okie dokie. So it's like 8 degrees. It's 8 degrees in Laramie. It was 2 degrees when I woke up. It looks like it got down to -1 overnight. Ooh, that eastern sun. So I got that new appointment update for this load for February 7th, and I'm like, no, I am not going to sit on this load for 3 days. Yeah, my Google Maps wants me to take this next exit and take the back highway down into Fort Collins. I don't do that in the wintertime. Wintertime, I go up over Happy Jack and down into Colorado Springs, and then I go south on Interstate 25. Oh, that's bright. I don't dare to try to wash my windshield right now. Looks like that guy might be taking the 287. A lot of drivers do. I don't like it in the wintertime. I love it in the summertime. Loves it. Good morning. Yeah, 10 degrees. Well, last I checked, it was 8 degrees here in Laramie, and that was during, during Petra's Live, it was 2 degrees, but it was good morning. And, hello, everyone coming in. Oh yeah, so anyway, they sent me an appointment update for the 7th. Today's the 4th. Yeah, 19 in Canton, Ohio. Yes, Julie's in a conference. He's back. Actually, he's back there supervising. He's laying down, but he's got his head up. He's paying attention, making sure I don't mess up. Oh, now he's got his head down. Hi, baby. Dilly pup. Dilly pup. Oh, he's ignoring me. He's ignoring me. Or, oh no, his head's up, but you can't see it because it's right there. Quality control. Yes. Safety department. He's the head of safety in this truck. So, yeah, so I sent a message. I said, so I'm dropping this load in the yard? Question mark. And I said, then I need to PC to the store. Meaning in progress. Yep, there's a car up ahead of me. Then I need to PC to the store before picking up my next load. So, we'll see. Yes, Wyoming has this great rugged beauty that I love. Love it. And the parts of the prairie, you know, I loved living out on the prairie in outside of Peyton on that 35-acre place. So I love the prairie, but I love the part of the prairie that has some pine trees. Oh, really? More than in Alaska, huh? Well, up at the North Pole, Alaska, I hear they have like, I don't know, 3 to 6 feet of snow. They got a lot there. So here we've got like a foot or two. You know, the grass is poking up through it. What part of Alaska are you in? I know you've told me. Need some Vaseline on my lips. The banana belt. Sitka. Oh, yeah. 12 degrees in Denver now. Okay, so it's going to be chilly, but hopefully sunny. So there's a guy named Cody on, good morning. There's a guy named Cody on Facebook, and he's a meteorologist. And he does his, weather reporting and predictions on Facebook. So he, he somehow splits his time between the Front Range and the Treasure Valley, Colorado and Idaho. So in Idaho, he's got Treasure Valley Weather Headquarters on Facebook. Good morning. Oh, 10. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's like, according to my truck, it's 13 degrees here in Laramie. So it's come up. And he also does Denver and the Front Range weather. So I always check with Cody on his, he actually has a, in the Treasure Valley, he has a group and a page where at the front, for the Front Range weather, Denver and the Front Range, that's just a page. So I always check your 0 in eastern South Dakota. Well, that sounds about right. So Denver and the Front Range, 44 degrees. Ooh, that is balmy. So Denver and the Front Range weather is Cody in Colorado. And he seems to be pretty accurate. And he's always picking fights with people. He's picking fights with, people on his post and with Facebook. He seems to get in these little tussles on Facebook. So that's always fun to sit back and watch and stay out of. Heat wave, 22 degrees and 15-ish inches of snow. How fun is that? Hey, dude, he probably can't see me flashing. Yep, there you go, dude. Can you see that? He can't. He's just getting way ahead of me, though. Oh, yeah, we went through LeGrand. That was the day we were stuck on top of Cabbage, and then it took us forever to get down into LeGrand. But LeGrand was good, and then coming up out of Ladd Canyon on the other side, we stopped. Where did we stop? I don't even remember. Oh, Idaho. Where did we stop? Can't remember. Oh, at the Wayside, at the Wayside Cafe. Did you get your rows down on? I did. I finished the row that I had quit on, and I completed the next row. And I was in Sandy's live saying, I hereby pledge to do at least one full row on my project tonight. Whoa, I can't see. Oh, I got a tickle in my throat. And of course Laura was on there and said, loser, I want you to text me a picture when you finish that row. So I did. And this morning, if I hadn't laid there for 45 minutes after the alarm went off, I should have done a row on the gingham thermal stitch pot holder. Had a tickle in my throat. I'm having trouble seeing out my windshield, but I'm afraid to use my washer fluid. It's only good down to 25 below. And with the wind chill, moving, it can be really, really... Haven't seen Laura in here today, but I sure saw her last night. Later on, after I was just starting to fall asleep, I got a text back from, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm not hanging on to that load for 3 days, this load. Momentary lag. Well, I'm coming up, I'm climbing up out of Laramie up over to happy jacket. I imagine we're going to have some buffering going on between here and Cheyenne. This is a pretty remote area, even though we're only a few minutes out of Laramie. Oh, shut that off. Shut that noisy thing off. That's the plan for today. So if I get a phone call from dispatch, I'll take it. I better put on my Bluetooth and get ready for that, because I have a feeling she's going to call and say something stupid like, could you try to deliver today? No! You got 3 days to come up with a driver to deliver that load. Give me my Purina load. I'll go to the store, I'll pick up that load, and I'll leave. Oh, it didn't say I was connected. That's weird. Let me try that again. Oh, this place... Anyway, this is... poop in a group. Yeah. So the Lincoln Monument is what they call it. Up here at the rest area, there is I can see it right now. It's up there. Good morning, Carol. Yeah, so the Lincoln Monument up here, I can see it up there. His head is just poking above the overpass. Yeah, we had a lag in service there. We were buffering because this is not, the greatest cell service area. Yep, I can see him. I don't know if you guys can see him. His head is poking up above the overpass. That's the Lincoln Monument up here, because this is part of the old Lincoln Highway. I believe the Lincoln Highway began in a town in Indiana. I can't remember. But yeah, that's his head. Okay, now he's kind of hidden behind the, let me turn you guys. Maybe you can see him a little bit as we go. There he is, underneath the overpass. Now that's him, and his head's sticking up right there. Right in the middle of the screen. That's the Lincoln Monument here, because it's all about the Lincoln Highway through here. So yeah, so that's a place to check out if you're ever traveling along here in Wyoming. Yep. Okay, so there we go. Boy, that sun is bright. This can be a little bit treacherous coming down from here. I say that Elk Mountain area between Rollins and Laramie. We're back. We'll buffer a couple more times between here and Cheyenne, which is about 35 miles away. I'm picking up speed now. Brian's coffee and a handful of supplements for breakfast today. I'll eat something when I get this trailer dropped. I'll cook one of these things that I've got thawing out. I've got chicken thighs and pork bellies thawing out. I think I'll do the chicken thighs first. Wind gusts, 40 plus miles an hour. So at 40 plus miles an hour, I'll go. But at 60 plus, I'll make a judgment call if I'm heavy with dog food. Yep, I can feel it. It's pushing me around a little bit. It's going to be a slow roll going into Cheyenne, that's for sure. But I grew up in the Columbia River Gorge, and it was like, when the wind was blowing in the gorge, it was constantly 25 miles an hour. Constantly. And that was tough. When I was riding my motorcycle, it was, yeah, I did my best not to get out on the freeway on those days. 25 miles an hour, you know, we were used to that. But I remember 25 mile an hour sustained winds the first time I took a really light load out of Denver, and I was heading north on I-25 through, I went through Wyoming, and oh man, I shut down early that first night in Chugwater, and then I drove on up and I made it just short of Livingston, Montana to the Big Timber area, and I pulled off and I sat there because those wind gusts scared me so bad. Because, you know, 20,000 in the box, it was a Denver mattress load. Those are light loads. And that was scary. Yeah, the wind's pushing me around a little bit. This is a two-handed drive all the way to Cheyenne today. No more driving with just one finger. These automatics, these newer trucks. You live in Florida and windlands. Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, the wind can move these trailers around into your lane, and, you know, you think the truck is just like, not maintaining his lane. The problem is sometimes the wind is pushing them around. Sometimes we're just tired and goofy and we're all over the place. Sometimes these guys are updating their Facebook status or texting their girlfriends. Oh yeah, I need to work on my the muscles around my shoulder blade when I get stopped at some point today, after the yarn shopping and the food shopping. Oh yeah. You probably saw the snow blowing across the road. See, I'm coming up on more spots where snow is blowing across the road. Right there, that's how fast the wind is going. Yep, there it is. Snow blowing across the road. We see a lot of that here in Wyoming. I gotta sit over to the side to keep the sun out of my eyes. Yeah, we're all slowing down a little bit. Like this spot where all this snow is blowing across the road, that can be an ice patch. You know, it lowers the temperature on the surface of the pavement. Yeah, look out, Hobby Lobby. Oh yeah, that's way more than we got here. We've got some big, like there's a 6 to 8 foot drift over there on the side, but that's a drift. Oh, Fontana, Windland. Oh, okay. What is it? Okay. Okay. Yep, see, there's another thing of snow blowing across. Now, the snow blowing across, you know, some drivers find that very hypnotizing, and it can be. My problem with it is, like I say, it lowers the temperature right there, and some of it freezes, and that can become a pretty surprising icy patch. So I just kind of coast over it, coasting, and so it's 32 miles to Cheyenne, but 29 miles to I-25 where I'm headed. Leaving Medicine Bow National Forest. There are pine trees and rock formations off to my left, so it's not all this flat prairie. Oh yeah, check this out. See, in my armrest. That's the snow doing its ghost thing going across the freeway. Of course, I got super truckers flying by me. Okay. I'll do my best. Thank you for talking to us and lurking and being here. We appreciate it. Wow, on the other side of that snow fence, on the left side of the freeway, there is like a 12-foot snowdrift. Oh, behind all of them. They're like at least 12-foot snowdrifts behind the snow fences. That is so interesting to me. I guess it works like water flowing in a creek or a river. Oh, here we go again. Water flowing in a creek or a river around a rock. There's like an eddy behind it. It kind of swirls behind it. I guess that's how it works. Whoo-wee! It's bright. There's a little bit of ice right through this, like ghost snow, the ghost snow. Yeah, there's a little bit on the, I can see it, I can see the tracks on the freeway. I got a lot of glare, a ton of glare. Okay, I'm going to try this. Hopefully it won't mess up my, oh, that looks a little better. Yeah, that looks better. Less glare on my windshield now. I was worried about trying that with it being so cold out. According to my truck, it's come up to 15 degrees, but I don't know that thing's really accurate. Because my last truck, you know, even when I was idling, it was wherever the sensor was, it was up. Oh yeah, it can be fun. What's a thermal cooker? I don't know what a thermal cooker is. I have a Instant Pot and an air fryer that I use while I'm driving, especially the Instant Pot. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, here comes more. That looks like it's really iced up the freeway. Here comes more ghost snow. It's just like, it like floats over the freeway. It's so weird. Yep, there it is. The ghost snow. The first time some drivers see this, they're like, what the heck is that? Because they've never seen that before. Coming out of Georgia and Florida, they get up here to Wyoming, they're like, what is happening? And yeah, I see some dark pavement here, so I'm just not going to get crazy. I'm going to relax, take my time on this, slow down, no cruise control. On I-69, yep. I've been on 69. There's a rancher. Boiling water in the bottom and having different layers of food cooking. So, is it possible that boiling water could spill going down a bumpy road? That's what comes to mind, because we're not, you know, just solid. It sounds like something. Oh, okay. Do you use it while you're driving? Because it sounds like that water could spill while you're going down the road. Fort Wayne and Indy. Yep. Yep. I know where that is. I would be worried about that spilling. things sure move around in the motorhome when I'm driving. I mean, it's like I'm going 25 miles an hour down the road to the co-op to get the propane tank filled up, and things were falling. Seems like I have to have things more secure on the yarn bus than I do on the truck. I mean, I do have things pretty secure on the truck. Oh, no, it doesn't spill, huh? Well, I have the Instant Pot and I have the air fryer, and that's about all the room I had for cooking. You know, plus I've got in the cubby, I've got the microwave, and then down below that I've got the refrigerator, and then I've got strapped down to the upper bunk that standalone little freezer, a box surrounded by towels just for. Oh, I see. Huh. No, I've never heard of those. I am good. How are you? I could use a little bit of heat in here. Let's turn that up a little bit. It's behind my tablet. I found a place to lean my tablet up on the top of in the spring, Dollar Tree sells rolls and twist ties. I don't know. Like twist ties that come on like loaves of bread? Because those would break pretty easily on some of these roads. And I'm sure you're talking about something else. I've got my tablet sitting on top of the Qualcomm, leaning back against the dash, and that seems to be a really nice use of my tablet. Yeah, I would think those little twist ties wouldn't last long with all the vibration and the bouncing. So that's a snowplow. Trees to poles, so that's got to be a more heftier thing than what I have pictured in my mind. Okay, that guy's way off the freeway, so yeah, that was a snowplow back there, so I don't know what he was plowing. Here's another spot with the ghost snow. It just floats over the freeway. It's so amazing. Wind gust. That was a really soft wind gust right there. That wasn't fast at all. I didn't even feel that one. The turbines are going today though. That's always a good indicator that the wind is blowing, that it's a windy day. Good morning, Lorelei. I saw some of you on Petra's live this morning. Oh yeah, that was bumpy. That was bumpy. Here we go through some more ghost snow floating across the freeway. Yep, saw you in there. We were sitting around drinking coffee, feeding the dog, sorting out my vitamins, supplements for the day. Oh yeah, ghost snow floating across the freeway. That's so fun. That is so fun. And it's funny, you go around one corner, it comes from the left side, go around the next corner and it comes from the right side. Blowing snow next 15 miles according to the flashing digital sign. So So we are 17 miles to the I-25, Interstate 25, where we're going to go south. Still haven't heard from my DM. Oh yeah, lots of ghost snow going across the freeway. Oh, look at it up there. Oh yeah. And like I said, you know, that continuously blows in the same spot. It lowers the temp on that spot, and that snow turns into like black ice on the freeway. Oh yeah, look at it crawl around, back and forth. It's zigzagging across the freeway. It's cool looking. We just take it easy. We just not get crazy. I mean, we're still doing 60, so we're not like impeding traffic. Okay, Chris. Thank you for being here. So Sidney, Nebraska is 121 miles away, and at 60 miles an hour, that's pretty much 2 hours down the road. Haven't been to Nebraska in a long time. But I'm 15 miles to the I-25. Oh, Owen Granny Square is going live. And what did that say? 30 minutes? I barely caught that out of the corner of my eye. So if anybody wants to go see her, have I been to one of her lives? It seems like I have. Oh, here's an announcement, and I'll probably do a video about this later if I find time, between yarn shopping and crocheting and procrastinating and all of that. So I've got 2 giveaways going on. The yarn giveaway on this channel, and the Let's Get Started giveaway on the other channel. I'm going to start, doing updates about that one on the, there's usually ice underneath it. So I'm going to start doing updates on the Let's Get Started giveaway on the other channel. But on this channel, I think, go ahead and comment again. I don't mind if people comment once a day on that. Oh, Lorley. Okay, let us know what you get. I don't mind if people, comment like once a day under those videos. I wouldn't want a bunch of spammy over and over again kind of, comments. Make them organic, make them real, because you know what YouTube does. So, go comment again, and that'll be a yarn giveaway. And, I can't get over, dude. There's a car right there, but he's got plenty of room behind me. He's getting up to speed. You got this, dude. Yeah. And then he'll come up, he'll probably pass me, because I'm the slow driver out here. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm gonna, pick a winner Monday morning or Sunday night. I'll probably, pick one and then upload the video Monday morning for that. And then start updating the Let's Get Started giveaway over on the other channel. So let's get those going. I've had those up for many, many months, and it was right about the time we had some trouble. So yeah, it took me a while to get back to them, but they're coming back around. Everything's coming back around. Life is good. God is great. My puppy is pretty. He's a pretty, pretty dog. I love my puppy. I've got a good job. Oh yeah, the turbines are going today. Not just yarn in Aurora. Oh! See, I've never checked out the little independent yarn shops in Colorado. Because when I lived there, I was just relearning about crochet. And so, yeah. Oh, I gotta check those things out. Today it's gonna be Hobby Lobby though. Yes, amen. Yeah, I want to check that out. Probably not this trip, but one of my next ones, maybe in the summer when the roads aren't like this. So it's 7:42 on the West Coast. Still haven't heard anything from my DM. Probably put her into a tailspin. I think she needs to go back to customer service. She just, ugh. Yeah, that's what I hear, 30% off, and I need that because, do you have to have a coupon, or is it just an ongoing, like a sale? That's just a sale that's going on for all yarn. Because Hobby Lobby, didn't they get rid of their 40% off coupon, their weekly coupon? Makes me wonder if they're honoring other stores' coupons. Yeah, today's the day to go shopping at Hobby Lobby. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, puppy dog. What day is today? Is today Friday? Oh, I can call Jeff. I can call Jeff once we get south of Fort Collins. I'll be a few minutes while the video's buffering. Just a sale. Cool. They don't honor other coupons? That's too bad. Who does? Joann's or Michael's or both? Seems like Joann's does. I don't remember. At Michael's, I always have trouble with well, Joann's and Michael's. It's like they have a cell blocker in there. It's like walking into a Faraday cage. All of a sudden, there is no internet. And I can't bring up the, current coupons. So then I got to where I'd bring them up and I'd do a screenshot of them. And then I'd go in and say, yep, here they are. You didn't block me today. Terrible. Terrible. It's 30% off at Hobby Lobby. Joann's will honor other coupons. Cool. Hi, Spring. So I'm looking forward to getting into, it's actually Commerce City, technically, where our yard is. And dropping this load, pooping the dog. You think Michael's and Joann's does? Well, that's cool. Yeah, I screenshot them before I go into the store because otherwise you can't bring them up in a lot of the locations that I go into. Not all of them, but I was finding it. Hello, Hedgehog's Homestead. Good morning, good morning. We are slowly coming down into Wyoming, or into Cheyenne from Laramie. I'm taking it easy. Good morning, good morning. What's the weather like at your place? Are you in that, ice, that big long area of ice storm? You got a bunch of snow and ice? You got a balmy, 60 degrees? What's going on there? Hello, Tammy. highly recommend you go check out the Hedgehog's Homestead channel. Lots of interesting stuff on there. I love it because I love homesteading kind of stuff. So one thing I miss being such a nomad. Here in Tennessee, it's snowy and icy, central Tennessee. Okay, and you missed all the little tornadoes going through Alabama yesterday. They were kind of aiming towards Birmingham, and then the storm kind of fell apart. I was watching live coverage of it. That was really good. Ryan Hall, y'all. That's a great channel to watch live coverage. I'm so happy that who was it? Joy Blessed Life came in and told us about that channel. That was great. Yeah, I hear Tennessee. I have relatives in Tennessee now. I think they're outside of Lebanon. It's -6 with the, yeah. Idaho is cold. Thankfully, I have one of the 2 furnaces working in the yarn bus. West Virginia, yep. Cold, cold, cold. But Florida and Southern California are nice. Even in northern Texas, they've got snow. Okay, that's warm enough. Let's shut that off. I got warm enough there. So according to the truck thermostat, it's 20 degrees outside here. It got down at least to -1 last night. It was 2 degrees when I was getting up and around. Cold, cold. Oh, we got a lot of Tennessee people in that area in here. North Carolina, it is 73. Partly cloudy, but we're expecting rain tomorrow and it will be in the 40s. Okay. So Wanda, Crochet My Way with Wanda, she runs out of North Carolina. Of course, last we heard from her yesterday, she was in California. I don't know where she, I don't remember if she said where she's headed from there. We're coming down, I can see Cheyenne from here. We're 3.4 miles away from Interstate 25. Wyoming Supercomputing Center. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but whatever. It's industry and it probably gives people a job. And then off to the left here is the Walmart Distribution Center. I've picked up and delivered out of there before. And then over on the other side of Cheyenne is the Lowe's Distribution Center. Been in and out of there. I love Cheyenne. I love it. Totally love it. This guy, his company name said he was running out of Denver. Come on over, dude. You got it. Yep. He threw a rock at my windshield. That wasn't nice. He didn't mean to, I'm sure. I see the Flying J over there off of I-25. Good morning, good morning. Come on in. I should probably pull off at the rest area and give you know who or you know what, but I think we're just gonna run. Because he's not asking for one, because it's cold on his feet. And the boots I have for him are too small for him. They don't fit right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Kim. Kim's been in here. She's down there by Canton, Ohio. We've met up. Okay, 359A. Make sure. Half a mile. We'll be headed for Denver. Yarn Happy Kim is a loyal subscriber to a lot of us. There's Lisa. Oh, honey, I hope you get to feeling better. Good morning. Okay, 359A. South, running towards Fort Collins and on into Denver. Coffee. Oh, I would love to go to the Cheyenne Frontier Days. My mom and stepdad would ride the train up from the Denver area. I mean, you got to have tickets. Like, no, I've got coffee that I made here on the truck. The J can just be the J, and Dana Dooley can just keep on hammering. I love Colorado, and I loved living there, but since I moved away, the social and economic climate really changed. So if I decided to retire in Colorado, it would probably be in the northeast portion or the southeast portion. I did love living in the Bijou Basin out east of Colorado Springs, but I think that area has gotten a little weird. A lot of Colorado has gotten weird since I left. So it might be southwestern Nebraska, maybe Montana. I'm rethinking my whole retirement plan, but yeah. We'll be in Colorado in a few minutes. But Dana Doolett, she's going to keep on hammering until he comes up here and tells me it's time. Then we'll find some place for him to do his duty. Maybe we'll go all the way into the yard. We're going to take I-25. We're not going to go clear down to the 70. We're going to turn off on, we're going to take the exit onto the 270 and then take an exit off of there into Commerce City. Yeah, it used to be. And parts of it still are very rural, but the population has tripled since I left. And I left in 2013 in November. And it's different. It's weird. I remember, one of the first times I had loads, or I got back to Denver, or back to Colorado when I was driving truck. It was the first time I had been back, hammered down, and no upset penalty. Yeah. I had rented a car so that I could drive down to Colorado Springs and see my chiropractor, who I hadn't seen for a couple years. And I went to Walmart, and it was weird. It was weird. Good morning, Nana Michelle. Drinking tea. Right on. love tea, but I don't bring it with me on the truck because I haven't, I'm not in the habit of heating up water for tea in the truck. Maybe at some point I'll get one of those, little electric kettles if I can get a small one, and I can use it. Maybe in the evening I can do some herbal tea when I take my nighttime supplements, calcium, lutein. I don't know if I can make it all the way to Commerce City. I might need a 5-second break. Because all the coffee. Love me some coffee. But I think we're going to have chicken thighs for dinner. But for breakfast, it's pork rinds and coffee. Get rid of that bag. Open up another one. That was just mostly pork rind dust in the bottom of that bag. Yep. Almost to Colorado. Pork rinds. We're at like mile marker 4. Oh, they're barbecue flavor. They're the Turkey Creek brand. Yep, mile marker 4 right there. So we're 4 miles to Colorado. Maybe I'll see the buffalo herd this morning. Just before we get into Colorado, there's a buffalo ranch off to the left, the east side of the freeway. Yeah, I could get my thermos back on the truck. I do love me some tea. We moved from Oregon to Tennessee, so we just, oh yeah, I have friends, my husband's side of the family, who moved from Oregon to Tennessee, I think last year, or the year before. I've never, my dad said it's very lean. I don't know, I think it would be depending on what you feed them, how you raise them. I don't see the herd. Oh, I see a couple in a pen over there. Saw a couple buffalo, just kind of they're kind of silhouetted in the morning sun. And then there's like a big buffalo silhouette up on the hill up here on the left. You'll probably be able to see it when we get, it's right there at the Colorado state line. I hear it's pretty healthy. Right down here sometimes you see a lot of buffalo. I can see that silhouette up there on the hillside, up there by the state line. Such a nice landmark, knowing that you're crossing, that's where you can see where the state line is from miles away. They got a lot of fireworks stands up here by the state line. Oh, you had, beefalo. I thought that would be good. I wouldn't like it if it was very lean meat. Oh, there's a whole ton of buffalo out there to my left, way out there. Oh yeah, I see the buffalo today. I don't like lean meat. Fat is flavor, and fat is energy, and fat mobilizes fat in the body. Oh yeah, lots of buffalo. Oh yeah. But I don't know that it's very lean, and I imagine that depends on how you feed them. Oh yeah, there they are. They're all coming in for breakfast. I always think of when the cows come home, because cattle will move. Oh, there's even more up there silhouetted on the skyline. There's two of them. Right there on the edge of that plateau. Oh, we made it to Colorado. Oh, Black Hawk. You know, I've been to Black Hawk before it got so commercial. Has a little more fat than buffalo. Always. Oh. Yeah, buffalo sounds very dry, but I don't, you know, like I said, it probably depends on how you feed them. Can you guys see up on that hill up to the left, that silhouette of a buffalo right there? I love that. Great big giant buffalo silhouette up there to the left. I don't know if you can see it in the, oh, I can kind of see it in the phone. Getting a little closer to it. Straighten these up, trying to look at it. Right there. Right there. That's the buffalo silhouette. Looks like a big monster, you know, 20-foot tall buffalo running off the edge of the plateau. I'm sorry. And this area of Colorado is called Carr, Colorado, C-A-R-R. And you know, I would live here. That's for sure. Oh, did you see it? Good. And there's the Front Range off to the right. The beautiful Front Range. You know, I would watch a lot of episodes of Last Man Standing after I moved to Idaho, and they always showed that scene in the beginning of the whole Front Range in Denver, and it always just, oh, it was like a kick in the gut. It made me so homesick for Colorado. It was a hard transition for me to move from Idaho, or from Colorado to Idaho. Yeah, I need to meet that guy. Love that show. Isn't that great? Buffalo meat. Buffalo to meat. Oh! Thank you so much, Michelle. That is so nice. I so appreciate that. That just makes me feel so good. Thank you. Yeah, I love that show, but in the beginning when they would show, you know, Outdoor Man, it was basically the Bass Pro Shop out off of I-70, where I used to work security. And then show, you know, the Front Range mountains in the background. That just, oh, that made me so homesick. Thank you so much. Oh, Michelle, that makes me feel so good. I'm always worried that I'm boring everybody. Out here on these boring western plains. I love the prairie, but not everybody does. I love the prairie. Oh, we're up to 28 degrees. Whoop, whoop. It's a heat wave. Yeah, here's the exit for Carr, Colorado. I don't know if they have a little town or... Looks like they might out there to the east. But I would be interested in moving out here. Oh, thank you, Nana Michelle. Thank you. Heat wave. Time to put on some shorts and tank tops. Saw a guy this morning walking in his Crocs and his thin sweats and his thin, hoodie sweat, hoodie top. It's like, to me, a professional dresses for the weather and for their job. What people wear inside the cab of their truck, that's, totally their business. But outside, you not only represent your company, you represent, truckers as a whole. And when they're dressed in pajamas and flip-flops, ugh. Oh, yeah. It's flat out there on I-70, that's for sure. And if I was somebody, like one of these customers that I'm dealing with the truckers and shipping my loads, I would find it hard to respect someone who came in their pajamas and flip-flops. I'm going to trust this person with my load. They don't like they'll even dress appropriately for the job they do. But like I said, what people wear inside the cab, that is totally their business. Because it's like your apartment in here, right? Totally their business. But running around out there in, this morning it was 2 degrees and I saw that guy in his Crocs. And, I'm not the most fashionable person out there, but I'm wearing snow boots, insulated snow boots, jeans, and a Carhartt jacket, and a good hat. Like they're off shopping at Walmart. Yeah, I won't go into Walmart looking like that. I mean, I don't have to look like a truck driver to go shopping at Walmart, but I'm at least gonna not in public. I find that inappropriate. I don't want to see what you look like in your pajamas. It's inappropriate. I'm definitely not going to wear some spandex that say juicy on the butt. Yeah, have some self-respect. I don't have to be dressed up. I can wear t-shirts and a pair of jeans, weather appropriate kind of clothing, but yeah, not in my pajamas. Not gonna do it. I have trouble respecting those guys and getting the impression that they are trustworthy with a load and with a, 80,000 pound weapon. Okay. Hello, Rosemary. Yeah, t-shirt and jeans is, it's appropriate if they're not like, if it's not like so holy that you can see more than you need to see. Yeah, whatever people wear, not everybody wears jeans. I wear jeans because they're appropriate for my job now and for the job I had for the last 20 years, handling horses. So, they're hardy. I don't wear ripped up jeans. They're appropriate for what I do. Buckeye Road. Sometimes I pull off on Buckeye Road and take a quick, what? B-R-E-A-K. He can spell, He's looking at me out of the corner of his eye. I heard that, Mama. I heard that. Man, this truck is dirty. Home cleaning. Okay. All right, have a great day, hedgehogs. I love you guys. Stay warm. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you're going. If you're in public, it's kind of hard to respect someone who comes out of the house in their pajamas. I have trouble respecting, girls that have to keep pulling their shorts out of their crotch. If you have to keep pulling those shorts out of your crotch, they're inappropriate. And I see a lot of those. Do you want to be taken seriously? It's kind of hard to take someone seriously like that. Or they got their breasts hanging out the top of their shirt. Same thing. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to be taken seriously, or are you trying to get fondled? Yeah. Our dogs learn how to spell, that's for sure. Excited to get my hands on some squishy. Yeah, they don't have enough clothes on in the first place. I understand if you're living in like southern Florida that your clothes are going to fit a little more loosely. Lot lizards. Yeah. If you're going to wear clothes that fit loosely in warmer climates, but we don't need to see your boobs. We don't need to see your butt cheeks hanging out the bottom of your shorts. We don't need to see you digging your shorts out of your crotch. That's, to me, it disgusts me. But, if you don't want to be taken seriously, I guess that's how you would dress. That's just how I feel about it. Oh, that front range is so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. I would love to live someplace where I can see the front range again. Billy is in the back supervising with his eyes closed. That's what he does. Idaho Falls. Hey, Petra. Okay, so you're gonna frog it. Okay, you do it. Do it, do it, do it. You do what you gotta do. We are in northern Colorado. Those mountains on the right, those are called the Front Range because they're the foothills to the east side of the Rockies. And I love the Front Range. So we're headed south towards Denver. I'm going to have to let the live buffer here in a little bit. Once I get south of Fort Collins, if I don't hear back from my dingy DM. No, not yet. I'm going once I drop this trailer in the yard. Then I'm going to bobtail over to Hobby Lobby. Okay, catch you later, Spring. Then we are going on some serious yarn shopping for an Afghan that I have been wanting to do for several years. And I'm going to do the whole thing in a thermal stitch. And it's going to be heavy. I might end up giving it to Mom. Well, yes, it is beautiful. It's Colorado, and I love me some Colorado. I sure miss living here, but like I was just saying, it's not the same place that it was when I left. And yeah, I might. So what do I need for groceries? I need some heavy cream, and I could probably use some, I don't know what I need. Boneless chicken thighs, or some cut up chicken, like stewed chicken. You playing while I watch Carrie the Yarny Elephant. Okay. Have fun over there. Yeah, so I need to get some cut up chicken so that I don't have to cut it here in the truck. I don't know either one of them. I don't know what you're talking about, Petra. I missed something. Probably some loop that I am out of. I am, because I'm going to do the thermal stitch. I'm going to do the thermal stitch blanket doing the Luck of the Draw with Nan's Next Knots. I've always wanted to do that. And I decided I have to, I have an excuse every year not to start it, and I've decided this year, poop on a stick, I'm going to do it. Poop on a stick, huh, Newly? I'll poop on a stick, Mama. You just point out the stick, and I'll do it. So we're north of Fort Collins. But I'll have to make a phone call here pretty quick, which means you guys will be buffering while I'm on that phone call to make sure we're all on the same page. Because my dispatcher is there. Blankets that I have been wanting to do for a year. Not sure if I want to take the time. They're on the line of those hooked on such. Oh, so they're mandala blankets. Love those. Love those. Like the Ardith and the Phoenix and all the Liliana. I have all the yarn that Crystal sent me for the one Hooked on Sunshine, and I haven't worked on it for, I don't remember when she sent it to me, but it was right after that. I worked on a few rounds, and then I've been distracted ever since, and it's not on this year's list, but I do plan on finishing it. It's very pretty, very squishy. Love those mandala. Oh, okay. That sounds very beautiful. Yep, love those. Love those. I'm not doing one of those this year unless Mom specifically asks for one. Then that's different, and I will get on it. But in the meantime, I'm going to do the luck of the draw in a thermal stitch blanket. I have to decide how long and how wide I want that blanket to be, but I'll figure that out after I get the yarn. I'll get the 8 colors plus the 9th color that is the main color, which is pretty sure if they've got the peacock, it's going to be peacock. I'll just get all the, get them all together and get my hands on them, do some yarn squishing and make those decisions. Hey, I gotta plug you guys in. Hang on. Plug you in. Here we go. Couldn't concentrate enough at the time to make it. Oh, I love those. I love them. And I've done 2 of them. And the Phoenix, that's the one that the Crochet Wars was all about. You want to go with me to Hobby Lobby? I know that it will be beautiful whatever you stitch. Crystal is so sweet and so giving. So I'm talking about, I don't know what Crystal you're talking about. I'm talking about Crystal with Coffee, Crochet, and Cuddles. Crystal Roy, the truck driver. We got a couple of Crystals. We got Ricolas, we've got Bag a Day, we got Crystal with a K, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. We got some Crystals in this group, that's for sure. Were you talking about Bag a Day? She is very generous, very sweet. I love that girl. She is doing great thing. Yeah, you were thinking about Bag a Day. I thought so. We got lots of crystals in the community. Premier has a beautiful peacock color. Yeah, but they, it's hit or miss. Like, I think Michaels sells some Premier yarn, but if you walk into a Michaels, I think it's hit or miss on what you can get. Oh yeah, this road is bumpy. It's just been patched up over the years, and we are just bumping along here. But oh yes, and Chronically Crocheting Crystal up there around the Spokane area, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, somewhere around in there. Love her. We got that crystal. We got lots of crystals. Yeah, this road's terrible. But I know that if I walk into a Hobby Lobby, they have lots of yarn in stock usually. So that's why I'm headed for Hobby Lobby to start this blanket, get the yarn, at least most of the yarn. Okay, Sharon, we just left the Cheyenne area. We're going south on I-25. We are in northern Colorado. We're in the Loveland, kind of Fort Collins area. And we're headed to the Denver area, Commerce City, where our yard is. Ooh, I might have to pull over for a minute before we get there. We'll see. We are 61 miles away from the yard. That means I need to make a phone call. I need to call Jeff because I don't want to talk to what's her face, Kathleen, because she'll just confuse the issue. $2:30 a.m. here Saturday morning. Good morning, Paula. All right, you guys, hang on while the I usually order from Premier Online. Don't get, yeah, see, and I'm too impatient to order the yarn online. I want to go grab it. So, Kim, when is your Hobby Lobby going to open? Yep, Dooley's in a meeting. He's trying to be in a meeting on this bumpy road. So, you guys just hang on while I make this phone call. You know why? Because I spoke with Jeff. And Jeff's like, yeah, sounds good, let's do it. Consider it done. So I am dropping this Denver area yard. Then, and after I, do the you-know-what with you-know-who, we'll get back on the truck and we will bobtail to wherever Hobby Lobby is and grab that yarn. Then we're going to bobtail to, I think we're getting pulled in. Yes, we are. You're going to get banished to the cup holder for a minute. Down you go. Okay, so, yeah. Anyway, then we will bobtail to the Walmart, grab a couple things, because I need some heavy cream and some cut-up chicken for my chicken bacon ranch, and I need a pound of hamburger and a pound of sausage, and I need 2 bricks of cream cheese, and yeah, because I'm going to also make taco soup. So the chicken is going to be for the chicken bacon ranch. Oh yeah, and I need some, like some bits, ends and pieces on the bacon, because I love some bacon. And I can freeze some of that, and some of that I can put in the creamy chicken bacon ranch soup, and then some of it I can also put in that taco soup. Oh yeah, baby, oh yeah. Whoop whoop, taco soup. And both those soups require a brick of cream cheese. We're going very, very slow. Looks like they're inspecting the truck inside, so we shouldn't get pulled in. Let me crack the windows. It's going to be cold, but we'll crack the windows so we can hear them yelling at me on the loudspeaker if needed. Shut off the headlights. Well, there's snow built up on the scale, so yeah, that's going to add weight to the loads, people. Need to get the snow off the scale. Move forward slowly. We're going to go 3 miles an hour. Okay, 12.1. And then 25.9. And the tandems on the trailer. 28.2. We are legal beagles. I got a legal beagle in my truck. Legal beagle. Little bit of ice on here. Turn my lights back on. Sometimes the lights kind of glare into the office there where they're sitting, so they like us to shut off our lights. Okay, we're back. A little bit of ice on the on-ramp. It's kind of melting though. Looks like the sun's been hitting it pretty good. And you never know, the ground temperature is always going to be different than the air temperature. So you never know if it's colder or warmer. I don't know what white chicken chili is. I don't eat beans, so if there's beans in that chili, no, definitely not. So here's what I do. I plug in the, yeah, that makes you feel good. I plug in the Instant Pot and I put it on saute. And I throw in a pound of hamburger and a pound of sausage, just plain ground sausage. And I brown that up. While I'm browning that up, I throw in some dehydrated onions. And I throw in some of that minced garlic that's in the jar in the refrigerator. And I throw in some chili powder, cumin, and paprika. What else do I throw in? So then when it's pretty much browned up, then I throw in a can of mild Rotel and a 12-ounce can of bone broth. Throw that all in, and then I bring up, the level of the liquid to just below the top mark, the max mark, and put some water in there, and then I pretty much, it's cooked, right? But I pretty much do it on the soup setting for about 10 minutes. It is delicious. Then when it does I let it do a natural release, and I throw in the cream cheese, the brick of cream cheese. I usually kind of dice it up to help it melt and get all incorporated in there, but a lot of times there's still little chunks of cream cheese in there, and they're so good. And then I throw in about a half cup to a cup of heavy cream, and it is so rich and it is so good, so good. Yeah, that's really good. That's the taco soup. Now the creamy chicken bacon ranch, I take whatever chicken, diced up, cut up, whatever, and I throw that in the Instant Pot and I saute that up. While I'm sauteing that up, I'll put in my onions and garlic. It's almost the same recipe. Oh yeah, it is so good, Petra. Oh yeah, and it's very low carb. Oh, and then I sprinkle some sharp cheddar cheese on the top because it's taco soup, right? So I have the cheese in a bag, frozen in the freezer. Okay, so creamy chicken bacon ranch. So I take the chicken and I put that on the saute setting with some ends and pieces, bacon ends and pieces, which I love. Then what do? I throw in, I've got like this jar of ranch dressing mix. So I'll throw in a couple of spoonfuls of that and get that coated up, really seasoned up really nice. I might do a little onion and garlic. And I throw in a can of bone broth. And, sometimes I throw in the cream cheese at that point to help get it melted down more. You can do it before or after. But I throw in the can of bone broth. And then I throw in some water to bring it up to whatever level and, whatever consistency I want it. And I'll just put it on the soup setting for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then throw in some heavy cream. And that's creamy chicken bacon ranch soup right there. And it's awesome in the Instant Pot. Ooh, ooh. Love it. Love it. Oh, we got some of that ghost snow going on the pavement. Tells me the pavement isn't like the greatest. I think it's okay. It's sticky enough, but it's only 16 degrees. So who watches Roaming with Rover? She just uploaded a video. And I think what happened was, yes, there's ranch. Yeah, the ranch seasoning, the ranch dressing mix. So some people would just put in a packet of ranch dressing mix, the dry mix. Yes. Yeah, but I have a jar of ranch dressing mix, and I put in a couple of big spoonfuls of it, just to whatever amount I think is right. Yes, definitely. Powder, the dry ranch dressing mix. I could use the microwave. I could do that. And I've done that in the past. There's no reason why I couldn't. I need a good cup to use for tea. I might have to use like paper coffee cups to do that. But yeah, so like I was saying, diced up or cut up chicken and the ends and pieces of the bacon. me some beef vegetable soup. It didn't have bouillon, so I used beef gravy mix. Oh, I bet that was good. Yeah, if you don't like it, or you can use a little of it, you know, if you don't want to use a lot of it. But I think the ranch dressing, the dry ranch dressing mix really makes that flavor. It is so good. Creamy chicken bacon ranch soup. So good, yeah. So I throw that, so when the chicken and the bacon are pretty much, you know, they're almost done cooking, then I throw in the dry ranch dressing mix and maybe onions and maybe garlic, just depends on what I feel like. But then I throw in a can of bone broth, and then I add water to make it whatever consistency I want. And sometimes at that point I'll put in the brick of cream cheese, or sometimes I don't have cream cheese, so I don't put it in. But at the end I'll put in some heavy cream. It's very low carb, and it's very rich, with or without the cream cheese. Very rich. Oh yeah. I might just make it chicken bacon ranch, because to have 2 bricks of cream cheese in here, one, you know, I have to be careful, because as far as I can tell, it wouldn't be a good idea to freeze a brick of cream cheese. Has anybody done that? So if I can't freeze it, then it sits in the fridge until I make one soup or the other, and I don't want to make them that close together. I wouldn't think you could freeze an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese, so I might get one, and I prefer that in the taco soup. Make that really thick and creamy. That is so good. Good low carb cooking. Low carb cooking. So I want you all to know I have stayed on plan since January 22nd. My dad was a Navy chef. He told me repeatedly that you can't make good soup without the bone. I freeze cream cheese. Oh, you do? Yeah, I'll put them in like sandwich bags or whatever, and I'll put it in the fridge. But the soup, I just keep heated up, and I just eat on it for like 2 days. I just keep sipping on it. I put it in a paper coffee cup. Oh, I gotta put that back on my list too. Paper coffee cups, and then I just sip on it while I'm going down the road. It is so good. So good. Yeah, 20-ounce paper coffee cups, the ingredients for both soups, and some heavy cream for my coffee. Coffee needs some cream. I do have powdered heavy cream and powdered MCT. You know what, Kim, though? I got all this stuff from other, you know, from somebody else. They're not original. Like the mock Danish that we make using cream cheese and an egg, and I put cinnamon and nutmeg in it, and some Splenda, and I make a mock Danish in the microwave. That is so good. Yeah, but that's an old low carb. That's an Atkins thing from way back. And I make a low carb pie. I usually do like you take. So what all that cream cheese Danish. Just look up mock M-O-C-K Danish on the internet, and you're gonna get all 50 million, you know, versions of that. And I do that in like a small plate, not a saucer, not like a cup saucer, but like a small plate. And how did I make that? You put in like, I don't remember how much cream cheese with the egg, and you cook it slowly. You cook it like like on medium power for like, I don't remember how long. So you need to look that up. You need to experiment with that. And you put Splenda in it, and then I always sprinkle it with cinnamon and nutmeg when it's done, and I leave it a little soft in the middle. And that was always a good, sweet craving thing. Then there's the cream pie that I always made. I would take, and that low carb, Mr. Kneezy's low carb pie, something like that. I would take, I forget how many ounces of pecans and roll them out till they're almost dust. And then I'd melt a certain amount of butter and mix all that together and let it cool for just a couple of minutes. And then I'd press that into a glass pie plate. And then I'd take my mixer and I would do sugar. My favorite was sugar-free banana jello pudding and heavy cream. And I would get that going in the mixer, and then and I forget what else. Seems like we put in a little bit of Splenda, and that would get so thick. I mean, I would mix it until it was blended, but I didn't want to get it too thick because, with heavy cream, that really sets up, right? So then I'd press that into the crust. I'd let the crust sit in the fridge or the freezer for half an hour, and then I'd press the filling in there, and then I'd set that pie in the fridge for at least an hour. Sometimes I couldn't wait that long, and that was so good. I made that all the time when I lived in Peyton, Colorado. Oh my goodness, that was so good. So rich. Seems like it was it's like spelled Kneezy, Kneezy's, something like that. Mr. Kinetics, something like that. Low carb cream pie. I'll see if I can find that recipe. I think I said, thank you for sharing my lane with me. I think I saved it on my Cozy app. I'll have to go look. I'm pretty sure because that was, oh my goodness. And I always shared it with everybody who came over. I'd make it when I knew somebody was going to be over, like the guy that used to come over. He was a telecommunications tech for the company that was before CenturyLink, and then he was still with them with CenturyLink, AT&T or whatever. It was originally Ma Bell, but it went through several name changes, and then they actually got bought out by CenturyLink. It actually changed hands at that point. That was while I was living there in Colorado. And I always had him coming out to do electrical work for me, in his off time, like on weekends and stuff. So I always made sure there was something to snack on. Sometimes it was just these two decorative bowls where one of them was full of pistachios and the other one was for the shells, and just sitting there yakking and talking in the kitchen at the island. People would love to snack on those. I always like to have stuff for my guests, and I always made coffee. I did love living there. I loved it. Loved it. Oh, well, going through the construction zone here on I-25. This is a career-long construction zone for these companies. Now we're back over, and this is one of the Loveland exits. Off we go. I bet. I bet. If I find either one of those recipes, for the mock Danish or the 1 minute muffin, or the because the 1 minute muffins is pretty satisfying with a lot of butter on it when you're eating something that tastes like bread. Or the muffin in a mug, whatever they call it. I always called it the 1 minute muffin. There's that. And the cream pie. Oh my goodness, that pie. Oh, if I find those recipes, I'll post them in the community tab. If I remember to. Slower speed advised. Super trucker just blew my doors off. So we made it to Johnson's Corner. This is Johnson's Corner. Someone was saying yesterday, who said, I didn't, okay. I'll send them to you when I find them. Someone was saying there's a Hobby Lobby here. And I'm looking around going, well, where? There's nothing but, you know, this little Johnson's Corner where there's a motel and a truck stop. And over here there's an RV sales place. I just don't see like a town. I see farmhouses. Maybe there's something up here. RV retreats. So RV spaces right there. Candlelight. I don't know what candlelight is. Horse trailers over here on the right. I don't see anything that really, you know, a couple of businesses, Johnstown. Maybe they meant Johnstown. Because there's Johnson's Corners up there, and then there's Johnstown. And I've never been to Johnstown. Wow, those spools, those reels are huge on that truck. That's a big old load. Oh yeah, it looks like Johnstown itself. There's might be a town here. I see a lot of you know, housing developments, neighborhoods, newer housing over there. I don't really see a town where there would be a Hobby Lobby. I'll have to look that up. Well, there's a little bit of stuff over here on the right that looks commercial, but it looks like more like light industrial kind of stuff than retail. But that doesn't mean anything. Hi, baby. There's a loafing jug. And what's that? It looks like an O'Reilly's. No, I don't know what that is. That looks light industrial, kind of commercial. There's a liquor store. That's always important, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where there would be a Hobby Lobby in this area. Yes, I'm in Colorado right now. Northern Colorado. Coming down into the Denver area. And we're going to go to Hobby Lobby when we get this trailer dropped. Whoop, whoop, Hundooly. Hundooly. Oh, he came up to tell me. He came up to tell me that he loves his mama and to get a drink out of his drinky bowl. He getting a drinky. He's our first puppy. Yeah, I don't know where the Hobby Lobby is up here, but yeah, I'm sure it's here somewhere. Going by the Bertha exit. Mom used to come up here to barrel race when she lived in Castle Rock. But there are several Hobby Lobbies down where we're going to be dropping the trailers, so that's a good thing, huh, Dooley? Yeah. Hobby Lobby makes Mama happy, which makes Dooley happy. Yeah. Oh yeah, puppy dog. I-25 shifts over and then it comes back because of all this construction up here. But they're widening the road because of, you know, the population explosion that happened in 2012, 13, and 14, and ever since then. Thompson Parkway. So is that, where's that at? What town is that in? Is that in Johnstown? No, I'm in Colorado. I left Wyoming about an hour or so ago. We are now southbound on I-25, Johnstown. Oh, okay. I just didn't see it. Yeah. Well, we're going to go further south. We got to finish doing our job today. We got to work first, which is really intrusive to my crochet and everything else I want to do. But we get done working today, we'll go bobtail over there and over to Walmart, and then Jeff is going to send, oh, I think he already did, sent me a load to pick up after that. Jeff's got me taken care of. Jeff was off for 4 days too, which was horrible for me because I had to deal with everybody else, when it's so much nicer to just deal with Jeff, and it's like, no question, okay, done deal, here's your next load, we'll keep you rolling, you know. But he took 4 days off, and I'm like, so how was your days off? Well, wasn't long enough. Like, I get that, totally get that, time off isn't long enough. Work is interfering with everything I want to do. It's a good thing I like my job. I like it. I like it when I, you know, deal with someone like Jeff. Is it hard to bobtail? No, it's easy. It's easy because there's no trailer back there, and I can go more places, and I don't have to worry about where I'm going to park this trailer. I'll take you guys with me. We go shopping at the Hobby Lobby. Whoo-wee. How much further we got? 36 miles to the yard. 31 miles to the exit for 270 eastbound, which is kind of a diagonal freeway that goes from I-25 down to I-70, but just about halfway down, I'll take an exit. I was just wondering if you're top heavy when you buy. Yeah, oh yeah, and less stable. So, you know, I take it easy when I'm bobtailing. You're right. Yes, it is. These Freightliners, well, in any truck, you know, once you bobtail them, you do lose the stability of having a trailer on the back end of it. So yeah, I've got to be careful of that. But these Freightliners have been more top heavy than any other truck. The Volvo and the Internationals that I've driven, they didn't have this natural top heavy feeling to them that the Cascadias have all had for me. So yes, you're right there. It is tough. It's not as stable. So, you know, you don't go flying around corners. You just take it easy. But you know what, you're in a big truck, so you gotta go slow anyway. Don't go hot rodding around town. But the great thing is, you know, I take up, you know, 4 parking spots in a parking lot because it's too big to just take up, you know, it's too wide and too long to just take up 1 parking spot. So I take up 4. So I park out away from everybody else. And I leave the puppy in the truckie. Puppy in the truckie. What would you be doing if you weren't doing a live while you drive? I would be running my Watch Later playlist that I always add to in the morning. Or I would be running my driving playlist, which is my music that I like to listen to going down the road. I would be listening to some movie maybe that I've seen 50 million times, so I don't have to look at it. There is a website where it's nothing but audible movies. So they'll take a movie and they have the dialogue, the regular dialogue with the actors, but then they have a voiceover that like tells you what the scene looks like, so you don't actually have a movie playing, you have an audio version of the movie playing. So audio movies, I would be checking that out, or I'd be listening to an audiobook. I keep forgetting to check the playbooks from the Play Store to see if the Atkins book, one of the printings of the Atkins New Diet Revelation book, has been put on there, because I'd like to listen to an audio version. I don't like audio books, the audio version of that, because I don't like the subscription version. I would rather purchase them as I want them. And to me, the subscription version, I spent way too much money on audiobooks from Audible. So I go to the playbooks from the Play Store, and I find audiobooks there. Gotta take my handful of vitamins. Whoa, here we go. Gotta keep myself from getting sick. Don't eat that. So I listen to a lot of, playbooks, that kind of thing. That's what I would be doing if I wasn't, or I'd be on the phone with one of my trucker buddies, like Audrey or Kenny or Peter or Joe. That's what I'd be doing. I'd rather talk to you guys. Because, every time I get some idea of a crochet project in my head, I talk to you guys about it. If I talk to one of my trucker buddies about it, unless it's Wanda, they don't get it. Would you be able to share what happened this fall with your health? Okay, so I did get a really bad virus, and I was sick for about a week and a half. And that wasn't fun. My doctor thinks it was a virus that was developed in the same lab up in Maryland as COVID. So it was like the next best thing, right? But then what happened was I got beat up by another truck driver, and he was trying to kill me. He surprised me as I was walking around. He didn't realize, I guess, that I had a hammer in my hand, and I nailed him up on top, and I nailed him down below, and another driver, he called 911, and then I got myself up into the cab of the truck and locked the doors. Once he went down to his knees, and I called 911. Been sentenced to 10 years off my nose. That was really the only broken thing. Otherwise, I had cuts and contusions from the fight, but yeah, so he confessed to that, and he got 10 years, because that's the maximum, I guess, for aggravated assault, which is felony assault. So, but the feds have him, and he's pending charges. I'm not positive, but I think he confessed to murdering 3 women, 1 in Florida and 2 up here who were truck drivers. He was stalking just people to kill in these women truck drivers in, the truck stop. So, yeah, he was trying to kill me. So, yeah, I think they're, I don't know if he's been convicted of those yet. It seems to me, I think he confessed to those. He confessed to my assault, so that's why he's been convicted and he's got that sentence. But the feds have him on those murder charges. So he has more court time coming up and way more time in jail coming up in prison. So I was home, that's for sure, and I'm so thankful that I had I had walked Dooley. I was walking Dooley, and I guess it was watching me then. And I went around and I got Dooley up back in the truck on the passenger side, and I had the hammer in my hand because I was thumping the tires. And I came around the front of the truck, and that's where he surprised me, and just the fight was on. I mean, it was, and I was screaming the whole time, and that's why that other trucker woke up, because he was parked pretty close to it. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you guys his name yet, because he hasn't, the whole thing isn't done yet. So I was told that I could share the incident and what happened, but I can't give too many specifics. I mean, they're not gonna, it's not like they're gonna prosecute me if I do, but they need me to kind of keep some certain specifics quiet so that they can go on with the prosecution of the murder charges. So anyway, he came out of Florida and he came up here to this area, and yeah. So anyway, that other truck driver heard me screaming and he called 911, and I finally got myself together so I could swing the hammer and got him in the head, got him in the nuts. And when I got him in the nuts, the fight was over. He I don't know, he was nuts. Hello, Jan Reeves. Hello. What does PTL mean? Oh, praise the Lord. Okay, yes. Okay, so I can't get over for this guy. Thank you. Thank you, New Mexico, for not letting me get over. Yeah, so anyway, that's what happened. So I took some more time off. Hello, Jen. Hello, hello. So anyway, that's the reason I was gone so long. Yeah, it was pretty scary, and I've had a little bit of counseling. Oh, thank you. I don't feel that strong, but I feel like, I don't know, like I'm okay, like, we're gonna get through it. That's why, this morning, when I heard about Kristen Omdahl, probably losing her place, from what I've seen of Kristen, she is a strong, smart, beautiful lady, and she will get through whatever she's getting through. I'm not like a real loyal follower, but from what I've seen, she's going to come out on the other side of this. I've seen so many people come out on the other side of things that they've gone through, including myself, coming out even better than things were before, that I have no doubt that Kristen Omdahl is going to be absolutely great, because she's pretty amazing. Her whole yarn and business and all that she's doing there, her podcast kind of thing, she's going to do fine. Yeah, she went through attempted murder. Yeah, she's gone through some things. So I think this having to move out of her house, I'm sure that was a shock and that was scary. I would be scared if something, I got a notice like that, but, then it's like, we're just we're gonna get through it, A lot of prayer has always helped me get through those scary, unknown future kind of times. She has to sell everything, and she'll just have her problem. And okay, so, but she's going to come out of it okay. Yeah, she's going to have to sell all her stuff, and I guess. And I haven't watched the live where she was really upset about it. But I have no doubt. I mean, I am 100% sure she is going to be just fine. Miles to 270 east. I don't know. Watch her ads. Does she have ads playing? Does she have Patreon? Does she have a PayPal? If there's anything like that, you could just go tell her, like I plan on telling her in one of the comments when I get a minute, that I think that I have absolute faith in her, that she is strong, smart, and beautiful, and she will come out of this on the other side even better than ever. Yeah. I was feeling pretty vulnerable after the attack, but I've had some counseling and I've done a lot of prayer. And my nose is healed. And I feel like, okay, I'm not afraid. I feel like, I'm not afraid. Yeah, I don't want anything like that to happen again. Hello, Andrea. Because I'm still trying to wake up. Yeah, gotcha. Oh yeah, I feel like, I look at some of these guys out here on the road, and even more, I feel like I don't care if I make you upset or not. It doesn't matter if I provoke it or not, because that guy was certainly unprovoked when he attacked, and, I do, when I'm out walking Dooley, I do kind of keep my head on a swivel and pay attention to, who's around, and I just make that a habit. I'm not paranoid when I'm out walking. I wasn't before, and I was a little bit right after, but now I'm not. It's like I just pay attention and be aware and enjoy my time out there with Dooley. And I'm so grateful that I had just put Dooley in the truck when that happened, because if he had hurt Dooley, I might be looking at some murder charges. Because Dooley, I'm not sure, Dooley is a very mellow dog. I mean, he would have, I can picture him, I think he would have snapped at him a couple of times, but he's not a biter. So he would never attack anybody. So if he saw that guy hurting me, he might have started snapping, and I might have hit him. I might not have stopped hitting him with the hammer if he had hurt Dooley. So I'm so glad that Dooley was in the truck. Dooley was pretty agitated when I got in the truck because he saw the whole thing. That was a rough day. It was like the worst morning ever. But when I feel like, we're getting through it, it's fine. That guy, I never have to deal with that guy again. I've already given my affidavit. I did that at Boise. So, done deal. Completely a done deal. going on to face other charges. So the 10 years will not be it for him. Yeah, I might have lost my temper. I mean, I was already, at the height of adrenaline and in, self-preservation mode, because it was a fight, for my life. But yeah, if he had hurt Dooley, I may not have stopped at just getting myself away from him. Gotta take care of my baby. Yeah. So that's mostly, no, it happened in Wyoming. So that's the big reason why I hadn't been on for a while. Hello. Welcome in. So we are 13 miles to the 270 turnoff, and then just a couple miles down 270 I'll take the exit to get to the yard. And then the sweater. That alpaca. Oh my goodness. I love alpaca. I am going to buy yarn for my next blanket, my thermal stitch luck of the draw crochet along. I gotta get 9 different colors. I think my main color, right now I'm thinking the main color is going to be that peacock color, and Hobby Lobby's I love this yarn, but we'll see what they have, and I'll put all the yarns together and see if I like it. We'll see. I like the colors that Nancy picked out for it for herself. No, she is in week 1, which started yesterday. She's in year 5. She's in week 1 of year 5. Luck of the draw number 5 is the 5th year in a row that she's done this. And the first draw was yesterday morning. So I got some catching up to do. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She just started yesterday, and I wanted to do this. I don't want to put it off anymore. I know I got a lot of projects that I need to do in the little bit of time I have, but I want to do it. I want to do it. And I know that next year I'll have another, list of projects that I need to get done, and I'll put it off another year. So I'm going to stop putting it off, and it's going to be part of my weekly routine with Aunt Martha's blanket, the gingham thermal stitch pot holder, and the luck of the draw thermal stitch blanket. It was so hard trying to pick out colors online that would match. Yeah, see, and I want to have those squishy yarns in my hands. Otherwise, I could go online and order a bunch of Premier, which I would really like to use, but I want it in my hands right now. And I want to start right now because I don't want to get behind. She already drew the first week, and the number, I guess, was number 4 yesterday. So, so I'm going to get some teals, and, I'm going to get that peacock color and some creams and maybe a beige or, taupey kind of cappuccino maybe type color, and maybe like some steel, kind of like some steel blues, grayish blues. I'm going to do it. I like her beachy colors that she picked out. That way, when it's done, maybe my mom will really love that blanket. If not, then I'm going to sit down with her and look at blanket patterns, and we'll decide what she wants. This is the Luck of the Draw crochet along from Nan's Next Knots. This is the 5th year in a row that she does it. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty. So you pick out 8 different colors, and then you have your main color, your 9th color. Maybe you can find a variegated with a bunch of... That's what I'm thinking, Petra. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Some variegateds maybe to go in, mostly solids, but some of the variegateds, you know, to go with the whole tealy cream kind of theme, the peacock colors. 9 miles to the exit. Yahoo! Because I'm ready to go shopping. Now that we're talking about it, yeah, Nan's Next Knots on YouTube does this Luck of the Draw crochet along. You got it. Oh my goodness, that's going to be our joke forever now. With me and Laura, she's my loser friend Laura. But with Petra, it's going to be honey and baby. Yeah, I'm all about going to Hobby Lobby today. To heck with my job. So what do you do? Okay, so Nancy, she started yesterday, and for 20 weeks in a row, she's going to draw a number out of a hat. And she's got 8, numbers 1 through 8 in the hat. So what you do is you pick out what your main color is going to be, and you're going to need like anywhere from 14 to 1600 yards of that, depending on what pattern you decide to use. And then you pick out 8. Yeah, I'll share my baby story. Okay, so you pick out 8 other colors to go with it. And so basically you do a stripe, the bottom stripe on the Afghan in your main color. And then like this week, yesterday, the first drawing she did, the first drawing she did yesterday, the one of 20, she did this 20 weeks in a row. She drew a number out of the hat, and it was number 4. So whatever of yours that you have designated number 4, that's what you do the next stripe of the Afghan on, and then you do a stripe of your main color. So every other stripe on your Afghan is your main color, and then you do a stripe on the Afghan of the color number that she draws every week. And she'll do it for 20 weeks. So you'll have, like, every week you'll do a stripe of your main color, and then a stripe of the color that she drew, the number that she drew. You pick your colors, you pick your pattern. She does have a pattern. Like Joe from Joe's Web did a snake amigurumi. You just pick whatever stitch you want. So what I'm going to do is take some measurements of how tall my thermal stitch is, and I'm going to decide how tall my stripes are going to be in the blanket, because we're going to have 20. I'm going to take those measurements when I decide, and I'll decide. So that'll tell me how many rows I need to do for each stripe. Joe from Joe's Web last year did an amigurumi snake, and I guess it was absolutely adorable. And she did it using, colors, 8 colors and a main color from the Luck of the Draw cow. Other people have done squares. That would be really good. Like every week you do a square of your main color, and you do a square of the drawn color, and put that together when you're all done. You do whatever pattern you want. I'm going to do a thermal stitch and a striped Afghan done in the thermal stitch to keep it pretty easy for me. And it'll be double thick, and I'm hoping my mom really likes it, because I'm going to do it in teals and creams and different shades of blue and green. So 8 colors, and then your 9th color is your main color. And for her blanket, she uses over 1,600 yards for the main color And then the rest of the blanket, you know, makes up, you know, all the yardage from the other colors adds up to approximately 1,600. That's for the pattern that she uses. Whew, 5 miles to my exit. And it's a left exit. I'm going to shut off this. With the Red Heart Monet, I'm using it on the calming. Oh, Mikey's blanket. Beautiful variegated purples, lavenders, and blues. Cream and greens. Michael's. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Just figure out how wide I want my stripes to be. So I'm going to take the length of the blanket. You know, I'll just crochet it wide as I want. But I'm going to measure like my twin size bed back here in the bunk and decide just exactly how long I want this Afghan to be. And divide that by 20. Well, yeah, divide that by 20, and that should tell me how many inches I want each. Oh, thank you, Petra, for doing that. And divide that by 20, and that'll tell me how many inches. Oh, there's a 6 minute. Yeah, it's always slow on Interstate 270. Yeah, so take the total length of the blanket, figure out that measurement, divide it by 20, and that's how tall I want each of my stripes to be. And that will be just perfect for either me or for my mom. Oh yeah, I'm ready to be parked. For a second, I need to go a little potty. I need a little potty. Julie does too. Okay, 3.5 miles. Yeah, Nan's next knots. The luck of the draw, Cal. And you can do whatever you want. Like Joe did that amigurumi snake, and I guess it turned out really cute. I haven't seen it. Thank you. Okay, Andrea's on a call. She's a working girl. Here we go. We're getting down in the Denver area on a Friday, so things could be crazy. It could get a little nuts down here. I might drop a few wordy dirts, but I will try not to. That's another thing you guys do. You really cut down on the wordy dirts coming out of my mouth. Here we go now. We're at exit 219. We want 217B, and it's a left exit. Oh. Okay, Lorley. Yarn shopping. Whoop, whoop. Let's all go to the Hobby Lobby. So it'll be a little loud in here for a minute. I got the windows cracked to kind of cool it down. It got a little warm. Got a little warm there for a second. So I'm just cooling it off real quick. Here we go. Permission granted. If you're going yarn shopping, that is a good reason to leave. Or to go to someone else's live, of course. That made me feel a little better. It got a little toasty in here. It's 31 degrees out. Balmy. It's balmy. Let's see. Here we go now. If I go clear to the left lane, so the very far left lane in the trucking industry, that is considered lane number 1, and the far right lane is the higher number of lanes. So I'm in lane number 3. I'm right in the middle. But I believe I need... Oh, I think I can keep in this lane to make that left exit. We'll see. Because we got the express lane that goes to I-25 South downtown. Then we got...
Quarter mile, take exit 217B on the left, from I-270 east toward Airport.
I think I can exit on this. Oh, maybe not. Got to get over. They tricked me, I think. Yeah, they tricked me. Thank you, Subaru, for letting me over. He must be a native Colorado, because the new people in Colorado don't let you over. They see a turn signal on a truck and they floor it. Ooh, this on-ramp looks like it's not real thought out yet. Still a little dicey-icy up here. It's not bad. This spot right here looks like it could be a little icy. It's thawing out though, it's getting better. Here we go now. So, I should be there in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We should be pulling that air brake. Oh yeah. So Interstate 76 that heads northeast of here towards Fort Morgan, it ends up back on Interstate 80 out there in Nebraska. I do love that area. A lot of people are like, I hate that route. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, here we go now. Woo! Made it all the way over. Yeah, traffic is really light right here, but apparently we're coming up on a major slowdown up here, right around the corner, according to Goo. Major slowdown, like a 6-minute slowdown, 7-minute slowdown. Yep, I see brake lights. I see stopped vehicles. So it's going to take us a minute to get into the exit. The exit is 2.5 miles away. It's going to take us a minute, Dooley puppy. Dooley puppy. I gotta put a clothespin on my pork rinds so they don't get stale. Put them up here. Yeah. Oh, I see some flashing lights up here. What are we doing? Denver traffic. Here you go. This is what Denver looks like since I left. I mean, they had heavy traffic before, but the Coloradans were very good at managing, traffic jams. They were very good at it. And then all these people moved here, and they are horrible at traffic. They're terrible. I could use a shower today. I think that would be a good thing to plan after the shopping. Go take a shower. I need to pop off so I can take a little... All right. Bye, Petra. See you later, baby. I'll be sitting in traffic. See ya, honey. A lot like Seattle traffic. Yeah.
Red, neck.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my friend Lynn back and get an update on what's going on there. So I'm going to end the live and then I'll pop back on when we go to Hobby Lobby. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.